Hey detectives, today we're going to talk about how to develop a killer thesis statement. The thesis statement is the main idea of your paper. It is the answer to your question. You must then, through textual evidence, reasoning, examples, details, facts, etc., prove to your audience why your thesis is the answer. A killer thesis statement should slay your audience because they will understand, first, what you will be setting out to prove. Second, how you will go about proving it. When we consider task, audience, and purpose, the thesis statement is your purpose. It is the why you are writing. A killer thesis statement has the following traits. It is specific, arguable, and divided into parts. To develop these traits through our writing, we can work in 4 different steps. The first step is to answer your question. Since you have been reading and researching, you know your topic, you've already read your novels, I suggest that you put all your materials aside and just internalize the question. Think and answer. Let's go back to our working example. If our question is, how does Tom Robinson's prison escape inform the reader's understanding of why Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat? We can come up with an answer something like this. Tom Robinson's prison escape suggests that Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat because injustice was exhausting. Once you have your initial answer, return to your research, your novel, and your brainstorms. Your second step to writing a killer thesis is to refine your answer. In the case of our question, we can refine our answer to determine how we're going to make our case. So, in our example that we're working with, Tom Robbins' prison escape suggests that Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat because injustice was exhausting. Both situations demonstrate the need for equal rights to all people. As you can see, we extended our answer a little bit to provide an instance of theme. If you return to your critical thinking skills, you'll remember that this is what we call thematic analysis. Step 3 to writing the killer thesis is to refocus using specific examples. We already have one specific example of the prison escape because we created such a great question. However, we can go a little bit deeper and get a little bit more specific. So, here is our more focused thesis. Tom Robbins' prison escape suggests that Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat because injustice was exhausting. Although Tom ends up dead and forgotten by most of the town, both situations demonstrate the need for equal rights to all people. What you can see that I've done is I've examined the effect of Tom's prison escape. What happened to him? Our last step, step 4, is to go deeper with even more analysis. In this case, I'm going to analyze the effects of Tom's escape. What happened plot-wise in the book, and how is this significant to the other characters? This will allow me to connect his ultimate death with the progress and change that Rosa Parks inspired. Because as we know, someone dying and having no effect on the world is quite different than a woman who has a great effect and inspires Martin Luther King and the civil rights of the future. So, my thesis needs to reflect this contrast and this disparity. Revised thesis, workable thesis number 1. Tom Robinson's prison escape allows one to see that Rosa Parks refused to move to the back of the bus because injustice was exhausting. Although Robinson's drastic action ended in his death, his impact on the Finch family reveals how Parks' single act of defiance inspired an entire movement toward a more equal, more just world. So, as you can see, we're going to need a copious amount of content knowledge, or knowledge of our novel, in order to write our killer thesis. Let's summarize the steps to writing the killer thesis. Number 1, answer your question. Number 2, refine your answer. Number 3, refocus with examples. And number 4, if you can get there, and I know you can do it, go deeper with more analysis. Some other things to remember. Your thesis does not have to be one sentence. In fact, it should be 2 sentences. The semicolon works really well here. And of course, I'm here to help you guys if you need. Okay, thanks. These theses are so good, they're killing me.